in the course of your childhood, when was the first time you heard that the Olympic golf was played here at Glen Echo? Were you aware of that?
Not initially, I was not, no. But within the last 20 years, it's been brought out because it's just the history of it, and it's just a great thing to recall. And the fact that it's the only place up to now where Olympic golf has occurred. Yeah. It's been quite a nice experience.
What do you know of the stories of the 1904 Olympics here at Glen Echo?
I don't know that I know a lot about it other than what has occurred in publications since, but it's been always aware. I'm always aware of it, and the fact that it's been here and hasn't really ever had anybody ever say change it, keep it. There have been obviously improvements in grasses and stuff, but the basic layout of each of the holes has still been essentially what it was in those days, and I've found it to be a challenge every time I come out.
Evidently, a pivotal moment in the finals match between Chandler Egan and George Lyons was Chandler hit a ball left on 15 into the lake.
Into the lake, yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I have, but not often. I've been in the trees a little more than in the water on the right side.
When you've been a lifetime golfer.
Yes, I have.
When you look at the game of golf, what are your thoughts about the game of golf?
It, to me, is one of the best sports that anybody can participate in, and it's a game that you got to be trustworthy. You've got to do the things that are right and behave yourself. It's the best initial startup I think that I had. I played high school golf, but in college a little, but never my major sport. I ran track and played golf, and I've been glad that those are my athletic involvements. It's been a good history without any particular injuries associated with it.
How has golf impacted your life off the golf course? Family, friends, business? It's
been a major sideline and involvement. I think wherever I've traveled with a company and been involved with, I've been, it's something that has just been my major social and active part of life.
So you've heard about this journey to Olympic golf. I'm driving 13,000 miles.
That's marvelous.
What do you think about that? You think you'd ever do something like that?
I'm beyond that, but I admire your venture.
Back in the day, would you ever done anything like that?
I think I was probably a little bit too much involved with my research work and involved in chemistry, so that I never could get that free for the time frame. I have enjoyed the men that have been involved in writing about it and building up the stories that are there that are just memorable, really good.
Yeah, so you're not a difference between a mechanical and an engineer and a chemist or a chemical engineer is you don't bend bolts, you bend molecules.
Right, that's the idea.
So yeah. What did you do with molecules in your lifetime?
Well, I was involved in early on in plastics primarily. I got my master's degree and prior to going into the Navy, and after that I went with Monsanto and was been with them my whole career. But early on, I think Formica is one of the things that I was involved with in the development of that as a laminate for all kinds of drain boards and other things in that era. And but I was also involved later on in hazard assessment and communications and things like that. And I was chairman of the board of the American Conference on Chemical Labeling, which was something that was needed and it still is in existence.
What do you think defines the Olympic spirit for golfers?
Actually, it's something you can. The golf today is so tremendous in comparison to what it was early on, but it's just, I can't hardly put it in words as to what it means. I think that it's been the backbone of social and skill, you know, part of most of our lives that I've been associated with. And every place I've traveled and been associated with in the company, I always got involved with arrangements for others that had not been playing that much to have public access, and that was something that I think maybe I contributed a little.
If you were an Olympic golfer playing in Rio in 2016, how do you think the experience will be different than a Ryder Cup, a President's Cup, a major championship?
That I really don't know. That's part of the excitement of what's coming up.
And neither do I. That's why I'm on this journey. Great point.
Right.
Well, let me ask you just finally, is there anything you'd like to share about that you haven't already about the Glen Echo Country Club or the 1904 Olympics here in St. Louis?
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to say that it's been an experience that will carry on as long as I live, and it's a marvelous golf course, a marvelous country club, and members that are pretty friendly people, and make this club a real going sort of situation.
Well, great, Bob Sido. Thank you so much, and enjoy the Olympics from your home here at Glen Echo. It's going to be amazing.
I hope to, sir.